maneuver down through lower. Ence decide to avoid it though. Start to pour back out into the outside area.
Yeah, taps from Masuta and Apex. Apex will find first blood, but Masuta's trapped out in heaven, and they're getting closer. Apex might need to back on out. Masuta dinked in heaven. Zywoo's pushed up from secret, and he's got himself a kill as well. It's getting easier as Ence fall like flies in the yard. Masuta finished off, but it won't really make much difference. Spinks can't plant. The bomb is trapped outside, and now Snappy in a 1-on-4 needs the ace. Not happening. Shox shoots him down, and Team Vitality take the round. Good reaction, right? They drop double low.
But just as easy as that, it could come in towards this A bomb site, depending on if Ence are going to look for any of this hell control. If they go back into lobby, this wrap from Apex is going to be filthy, and he's playing the trigger discipline. Oh no! Apex shoots them in the back. Now RPK aggresses in through the hut as well. And down on the B side, D has in an engagement elsewhere. It's all gotten a little bit chaotic, but Ence, they're thriving in this chaos. Masuta's dropped the bomb, but he's brought down very, very low in the process. This is not an easy round for Vitality to navigate.
Oh, Alu could have dropped B. It looked like he was considering it, but the kill gets delivered. And now with D, who still has ramp, can come up on heaven. It's a bomb plant for Ence now on the other side. And no surviving is Shox. He can't even get up the ladder. Ence find a force.
And now for Vitality, well, maybe there's no money for this this CT side. Alu running them down in A, gets him fast, and RPK fully blind. It's just cut down by the MAC-10. It's nice, it's easy. It's looking like a third round for Ence. Zywoo, the only man with a gun in this one, saved from that last round.
It's not that AK. Hello, Shoxy. Oh, hello indeed. Ah, dear. 3-1. And they save again. They get that AK out.
Already a huge hole just punched clean through the defense of Vitality. They're having to rotate players down. It's all kind of gotten a bit chaotic here. They put Apex into control, but he's losing control of this B bomb site. Rotations are coming in now for Vitality. Down they go, and RPK is still finding success. Masuta decides he's not waiting around. It's on his terms if he's going to go down, and he will go down fighting at that B bomb site. Alu left up alone, a 1v3, an ace needed.
Eyes on the ramp, but at a certain point they'll realize that the timing could have eluded them, and Alu creeps in behind. Maybe he gets one off of a surprise, but then they can set up for him, and even then none. RPK is ready for the vent drop, and Vitality take 2. Hello, and goodbye.
Oh, Shoxy at ramp is really getting pressured in these rounds, man. Time and time again, Ence are just making it their prerogative to get this ramp control. Apex is down on B early again, and Masuta is rotating. It was him who made a big hero play last round, but this time it's Apex trying to do more of the same. And they'll lock it in between the two of them. I tell you what, while Shox's ramp hold, you know, very rarely is getting away with more than one kill.
Vitality are not budging. Orp on Zywoo still watching this cross right now, and Apex waits for the drop and deals with it. Oh no, he doesn't. 1 HP on Diha, and somehow, someway they're out into A, but RPK mowing them down and dropping the bomb twice. Alu is going to spam with a deagle, doing damage but no kill, and it's Vitality, although it looked awkward, managing to lock in the round.
For Vitality is now they're set up for the retake. That's a tag onto Snappy. I think that was Zywoo. Didn't even see him. Just spamming the door. Doto, good for the first. Zywoo, immediate response, and Doto is toppled in a matter of moments. Snappy and Alu left alive 2v4. The bomb ticking away, but it is planted for Snappy and Decon. He's trying to deny it with the smoke spam. Oh, it's getting a little bit weird. It's getting a little bit wild, and there's the lineup for Snappy. Now it is just down to him. Zywoo isn't missing a beat, however, but there's no time for the defuse. Snappy's done enough.
Showing this ramp presence and going back to an A take with Molly's coming in from roof. Oh, JK, it's ramp again.
Oh, and Shox, he thinks he's hit a godlike timing. Now Zywoo is still here, and Masuta is pressuring the lobby. Vitality showing that they're no slouches when it comes to falling for these fakes that Ence are trying to throw their way, right? And even if they are getting caught off guard, they've got fallback plans. They've got players ready to follow through. Now, this Heaven wrap is something that Vitality should be considering. But Masuta is responsible for a lot of angles right now. He gets spotted at the door, lives to stay alive at RPK. Doubles down, locks it in to misdirect Vitality instead. The utility you're throwing is the utility that you've got to use.
Oh,
Zywoo,
okay.
yeah, you could feel it was going to happen. Diha caught on the other side of that. Very reasonable kill. Doto and Alu showed that there's nothing to worry about in a round like this. They get into A. There is this fast wrap from Shox, and so it's left you back in a 3-on-3. Up through the vent comes Apex on this rotation. Not a down and out round yet, but with Alu wrapping the lobby and Vitality not even considering it, he lines up a double. Zywoo very, very low. And Doto from inside the site has got the trade for Spinks.
Flashes into A, they go late as well. As soon as Vitality rest and relax, they're going to get overwhelmed. It's Apex with a nice D shot. Could that keep them in this round? No. Alu picks him out of heaven. Zywoo coming in with a deagle as well, but his teammates are dead. Masuta almost makes that round interesting, flying up into the A site, but Alu will put it to rest. 14 and 8 on God Alu himself.
A rough hand to get dealt here. And yeah, you try and run a smoke like that versus Zywoo, he is going to punish you for it, and then he's going to get one through the smoke as well, and you're just left wondering, well, why did we even give this a go?
Yeah, the bomb hunting there, that was an interesting one. It definitely could have crossed secret in that time, but Zywoo's now dropped it, and now the entire round, forget it for Ence. It's all about retrieving this bomb, and you got to get the kills first. Vitality hunting you down, Shox spamming, and he takes Spinks off the silo. Diha 1-on-5. This was not what Ence had in mind, but they have no say in the matter, and now suddenly 5-on-1 and no kills being given over. Nothing for Diha to play with, but the room he's been given. Clearing Garage, Shox on the other side. Diha with the check, but not enough, and Shox has got the shot to win 7 for Vitality.
Look at this little A play that Ence have got on the cards for us. See, the thing is, man, you can try get into A, but to do that, you got to get past RPK. This guy, the Silver Fox, right, ready to hunt you down in the night. RPK in with the first, Masuta going on a tear of his own, and the A play has been laid to rest. It's RPK, it's Masuta, and Apex on the vent ladder to round out the half, 8-7. Oh, and a lot of love being given to our side by Vitality early. Zywoo hits the dink, but Diha, an immediate response, and Alu is fighting up on the air vent, rather. I can't even, AC vent, that's what I mean. Look at this, Masuta and Shoxy there in B. The rotations are already in. Bomb plant is something to work with at least. Shox can't get it back under control, so Masuta, nice easy little 1v5 was needed for him there. And he falls short. Apex's little character that he's playing as. Ooh, very intimate.
On the scope.
Getting intimate with Apex. We'd love it. Oh, Masuta going to take the head off of Diha. Apex now, come on. We've been imagining for a solid minute, Apex. Give us something.
Not getting anything, Harry. I hate to break it to you. Shox is stealing kills. Alu's dropped further into B as to not feed the beast, but that's a problem because now Vitality are taking A, and he's nowhere here. Doto is, however, dropping the bomb. Apex, no wallbang today, and this has fallen apart. 5-on-3, and Doto does it all. Shox needs something sublime. They molly the back of the site, but he's up on the rafters. 10 seconds, no time. Aww. Oh, top of wallbangs. Okay.
Doto.
No.
Doto. And Vitality is stacked up outside a ramp, but look at Diha. Look, I called this guy a rat once, right, from where I played with him. Look at this position, right? Look at it. Good for the first, boosted up. Snappy still fighting till the very end, but RPK is able to best him in the head-to-head. A 3-on-3. Shox is still outside on this lurk. And now could look to go in through main, but with 3 players for Ence trying to get down the vent. Oh no, Shoxy uproots the entire round, and it's just Doto. They heard him drop, they know he's there, and he's trapped in the vent. Shox locking that round in.
But no real need. Keep your guns. Shox is on patrol right now. He won't find Doto in time. No one dies. Back to lobby, leaving Shox to do his thing. This time they want info. Diha's going to get it. Moving up from lower B into secret. It might be a little bit too late, though. It's already an A play. Spinks does stop the first. Dropping a Molotov. Pushes Masuta in. He's got no choice. He has to go wide into the open. Zywoo is blinded. Masuta can't get that trade. There's too many targets. And he almost flicks back up on top of the hut, but Spinks lays down the pain. 4 in the round.
And if it's a battle of whose gun is bigger, then maybe ZywOo is good for this. But look at this angle out of Snappy. Oh, it's disgusting, it's filthy, it's dirty, and you hate it if you're Vitality. They will silence him. It's a battle of the big guns, and ZywOo comes out on top. A 2-on-3, Shoxy and ZywOo. And there's always a certain degree of romance whenever these two are left alive in the clutch. You really get attached to them. Doto, with the spam, finds some damage. They lose Shoxy. It's all on to ZywOo, and a missed shot seals his fate. The defuse is in. Ence are up onto 12. And they're starting to run away with this game in the second half.
Yeah, and there's D here with a dirty double as well.
The head-to-heads, you haven't even had a ZywOo clutch start rolling yet that you get worried about. Once again, they're trying to cross outside, but this has been a bit of a reoccurring nightmare for the side of Vitality. Finally, some good news for the Vitality side. Apex gets the opener, and through this smoke, you are playing with fire. They boost Spinks up. He turns that into a one-way, and he goes on to double up in the blink of an eye. What started as a 5-on-4 is now a 4v1. That is domination from Ence.
Like, firstly, he doesn't know that, and secondly, planting in a 1-on-4, they're all coming at you together. You want to try and thin the herd. Oh, he drops, hearing Spinks, and now there's a chance. Apex thinning the crowd down to 3. Does he try and plant? Like, he's expecting to get swung if he sticks this. But he does get it down for Heaven, a spot he has just come by, and now they've climbed up. Molly goes in, and they try and force the fight out through the Alu flying up, and Apex with a chance to find this 1v4. Oh, dearie me, it could be the ace. 4 bullets in the mag. Snappy coming out from Heaven, and there's a little gap. It's not enough for Apex, and Snappy shuts down the attempt. Oh. ZywOo is running amok down towards B. I like this. Despite no smokes, Vitality get down lower quick. However, look who's here. Alu, doesn't matter. ZywOo domes him and now gets another free AWP. It feels all too easy, always delivered to him, but he won't choose it. Instead, just trying to fight back on the ramp rotate. Snappy gets one, but there's the lurk from Shox that has been so sublime in this T side. He doubles up, and there's more to be found, but Spinks comes in on the flank, and now the bomb getting planted for Vitality.
Yeah, you could even make a case for not attempting this if you're Ence. With this kind of scoreline, though, with how good they've looked. Oh, the double smoke, that might seal the deal. Yeah, it's like, well, site's closed. We'll come back another time.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Apex is even trying to hunt down these saving players. Oh, there's one of the guns removed. And just taking that one gun away actually makes a decent deal of difference to this this Ence buy that's coming up. Now, if you got away with both of those players surviving, they've got a lot of money to drop guns around to keep a buy coming in. If Spinks is able to find a lot of people hunting him here and stay alive, that is a huge victory. ZywOo gets out of there with the AWP.
With shotguns, with SMGs, with pistols, as long as you're playing on that A side, right? That's exactly where Vitality are going. Charging through the squeaky door, Spinks dropping the bomb, but he's only good for a single kill. The nades have lit Vitality up. Is that going to be enough to get Ence back into this round? It certainly looks to be so. One of the AKs found on the flank as they push in on lobby. ZywOo needs some heroics right here, and he's inside of the smoke, finding a pick. The nade on his face, and Doto dunks him out of the round. There's no Molly to get Shox out of position, but this flash could be almost as good. He dodges it, looking into the vent and trying to trade off his teammate. RPK coming in for support, and Shox almost lines up too, but Doto jumps and closes the round for Ence. And so this does look like it will end in that A site. Alu's actually picked up the lurk outside. Apex tries to trade, but now he's been given his position away, and this one's all too clear. Vitality going to try and jump into ramp, and Snappy is in the corner, good for one, and that's fine.
Yeah, you'll take a one and done there. Alu still fighting outside, doesn't want to throw the advantage away, so he's careful in what angles he takes here. This gives Apex a little more room to exploit the secret rotation. And now he's wrapping Diha. Diha's not aware of this, but there is still the timing where he can deal with players in the site. The door swings, the timing's missed. The Molly gonna heat things up for ZywOo, but it doesn't. Oh, it does matter. He gets burnt out by the Molotov in the blink of an eye. It's only RPK trying to keep the dream alive for Vitality, and in the ramp room, lurking around through the back. That's going to be Alu moving in late. Spinks as well, trying to get out the door, just nails him on the first peek, and Ence, they pick up their map pick, 16-10. Never a map you can think of.
Probably this one.
Probably Dust 2.
Yeah,
that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Look at this. Spinks holding close, and Diha drop now. Spinks taking a peek into the tunnels, gonna get sideswiped. Alu down through lower, makes his presence known in the window. There's still a player here in this B bomb site. It's actually Snappy going deep and taking these peaks, taking players down, and he's somehow still alive. Will put up a little bit more damage, and it's left onto Masuta in a 1v2. In the tunnels, there's a man. In mid, there's a man. He is completely surrounded. So now looking to get this bomb down. But Ence, they're closing in. The Barbarians are at the gate, and Masuta having a hide. Can't stay alive. It's Alu with the kill, cementing that pistol round for Ence. Doto over here at long. He doesn't know it, but around this corner, there are a lot of angry Frenchmen. Doto, delivering the goods, is in with a double. ZywOo trades it out, and this AK in his hands is a terrifying prospect. Through long they go, and still leaning 3 strong over here towards the A site, but right now they're set up to play retake, so when the smokes go in, you don't have a say in the matter anymore. The only vulnerability here is Shocks, but with him winning that fight onto short, now the pincer is in, and suddenly these CT rotates are nowhere near as safe. They've got to make a play, and so they rush the player at car. They push in on the back of that flash from Snappy, and Ence get it back under control.
Let's see if that's going to come back to haunt them here. Spinks certainly might. Timing is everything, and Apex has left the flank. Spinks is not stopping. Vitality are creeping up towards long. With this control gained on the back line, they know that Vitality are here. The smoke spam does damage and even takes a kill as well. Oh, Snappy, a big grenade could come through here. They're crossing on the ramp. It dunks down onto ZywOo. There's the flank. No time to consider it for Apex, and it's a third round for Ence.
Well, here is that cat fight. The claws are out, and Alu, lighting them up. I will deal with Snappy, but it's Alu who's the real problem. ZywOo's got his hands on this orc, and with the deagle has struck another man from the tally. The nades finding good damage again. And the deagle doesn't serve ZywOo well. It's Alu with the 4K.
No one pushes off of the flash, and so Ence hold on. They won't call for Alu's help, but he's going to be needed very soon.
Oh, Alu, no, go back. Alu, come back into B. The tag onto ZywOo is good, but it's not going to save the round. It's not going to entice you to go for this. That's a save. That's a shame that that smoke rains into mid and gets the attention off of the B bomb site.
Sorry, homework. Call it fan fiction, call it what you want. Vitality are on the board with their first round in this T side.
Oh. Alu, quick.
Wow.
That's the reaction speed that all the calcium blesses him with. Snappy gonna delete Masuta, and Apex flashed out through long. Snappy is still good to hold the line, and 15 HP, he's just wrecking them. There's peaks from 3 separate players.
And this AWP has that cross shot ready. No smoke to get RPK through. He needs the headshot immediately. He's looking the wrong way. Oh, flick shot! That is despicable, but there's no time. The bomb surely denied by the Molotov. He has to pop a cat, and it's not available. Peeked out by Diha, but that tap. Oh, baby. So many smokes you can throw from here. Is that the door one coming in early? Masuta's pushed through his smoke. He's in B. Oh, the AWP gets pushed off. Spinks needs to be cleared. Diha dead. And now Spinks needs something insane. He can't do it. ZywOo takes him down with the AWP, and this cat luck is ludicrous. Apex looking for more, and he might find it. Snappy picked apart, and Alu alone. It's Vitality. The answer to this T side is the B site so far.
Whenever you see a team like Mouse Sports play this map, you've always got Frozen playing on one of these little close cubby positions. It's like one of the only spots that really gives you like a nice bit of contest around that smoke.
Killing Ence there every time, and then suddenly you have a long spawn, Enter stacking B, and you've got free real estate. So it can really undo you if you're Ence. That's a shot for Alu, but he's up close and in the open. His gun was not ready for another. ZywOo trades. And that's pretty much the round, right? Ence gambled B with a smoke on mid. Vitality don't have that info, but they're about to. All these players running down lower right now. Shocks is about to hear, or at least see what this tunnel has in offer. And there's a double. Pressure relieved from this round of the AWP in no man's land. Shocks is even watching for a T-spawn wrap, and he couldn't be more right.
losing a player early is now potentially throwing this into disarray for Vitality. This has given a lot of time for Ence to rotate players around. A big kill through the smoke from ZywOo, and there's no accounting for that. Doto is boosted up and playing this little angle. Masuta is ready for it.
No way.
There's the response in the blink of an eye. It's already just down to one man. It's just been kills through smokes, kills on boosts. And somehow it's a very, very tight situation. Masuta does get the bomb, looks to get it planted. Alu completely reroutes. He's no longer at Cat. Instead, now he's pressuring long. Masuta has got to bear this in mind, that he hasn't seen Alu for some time. And with the peak to CT, nailing that shot, it's just Alu left to beat, retrieving the AWP from ZywOo's body. Imbued with the power of the ZywOo and in the capable hands of Alu, maybe there's a chance, but this kill is not getting given over lightly. Masuta just tucked in, looking to make it happen, but the shot misses, and so Alu is there, left standing at the end of all of it.
Snappy's still here to try and trade the frag out, but he could just drop into lower because it is, again, surprise, surprise, a B hit with only one man here. Spinks is not ready for what's coming his way. Org and nothing from it. ZywOo domes him on the first bullet, and now Vitality, this is a guaranteed 5th round. Masuta is even still here to hunt down the saving players. Uh-oh, Alu's just looked away. Oh dear.
Well, RIP, boys. Alu's come back in for the trade. Ooh. Oh, it's an ugly round.
And again, it's just B for Vitality, right? It certainly helps them get that freebie up on Catwalk with the Xbox smoke down. Ence have no information.
Well, like, Vitality's whole thing is that, you know, they kind of look like a B in the logo as well.
Yeah, sure.
It's not, that is an actual thing, right? It's not just a, I think that's something I've heard. Team Vitality. Trying to piece this one together. Doto.
Not too early.
Oh, look at this. A bee can only sting once before it dies. Doto needs to be more like a wasp right here, right now. And there's a double. Doto making the round doable after all. ZywOo is good for one. The bomb now dropped out in the open. The AK retrieved, and ZywOo knowing that he's got to make a difference. Diha has retrieved this AWP and is looking to fight them, looking to take these gunfights. It all gets stolen away. ZywOo and Apex claw that back into the favor of Vitality.
Who Ence fall for it?
Oh, look at, oh yes, Alu finally out for revenge. He's been caught by these CT drops a few times. There's more in middle, but Alu trapping them in and shutting them down. Alu's in with 4. RPK now is to emerge as the hero of a round that should be impossible, and indeed it is.
But if he can thin the herd, take a couple down with him, this could be a good round for Ence.
Oh, Alu over the top of this smoke has removed the first man. Doto's nearby to help out, but up inside of this A-site, you won't like what you see if you're Alu peeking over this ramp. A lot of bodies on the other side. Here he is in with the swing. The first shot misses. Now they're homed in. Masuta dropped from the round. It's left to Apex all alone. Down here in CT, he can cut off the rotations, but the moment he gets that kill, now they know where he is. The pressure is on for Apex, and from short, he's blindsided. Spinks is there to send that round home.
They don't, though. Both the orbs on the other side of the map, middle and long. Diha pushed off. Alu on Cat almost comes back in with a second, and Diha's so low as well. Vitality, they want to keep this one fast and furious, pushing right into the A site. They don't wait for the smokes to bloom. Doto looking for headshots. He can't find it. Masuta's too quick. And now, one by one, Vitality finding kills into this site to find a 7th round.
Yeah, Masuta is just absolutely domed Ence. He has created all the space for Vitality in this round. And so a 7-8 half is looking likely. Diha being so low after that exchange at mid. They've seen the barrel. Apex really wants to collect this kill. There's a Molotov and a smoke still in play as well, so they're able to slow down this Cat rotation. The boost is going to get Spinks to the first. The Molly pushes RPK wide, but into the crosshairs they go. And all they did was put RPK on their angle. 8-7.
What are they going to do with this? Trying to fake things out. They only have one flash to get them into the site. And Vitality know it's not a B hit. They've pushed.
Yeah, that info is going to prove to be key, right? That said, you know, getting the information still hinges on having players alive and being able to rotate in. The fact that ZywOo stays alive in pit is certainly a helping hand, but with players from Ence already re-aggressing onto Cat and flanking through middle, this is not a clean-cut round by any stretch of the imagination. They lose Doto down in mid, and now Spinks, who dropped CT and wrapped all the way up Catwalk, is left in the clutch, has dealt with ZywOo and just left onto Masuta. He's falling away. He's playing the timing game. Tap on the bomb again, but it's not the stick. Masuta does have a kit, so Spinks, who can't afford to even take one more bullet, needs to use all this time. Masuta's sticking the bomb. Spinks takes the swing, and he locks in the round. This guy is made in the pistols.
Pretty convinced this is not a B play, and that may be what they fall back into, but they're going to get caught setting up these mid to B smokes by the lower play. Here comes Shoxy on the flank.
Yeah, this is a big flank. How many kills do they get from it? Oh, that flash! Was that a team flash as well? That was thrown from Cat, right? Oh, that actually dismantles the flank. Now, luckily enough, right, they still get everything back under control. They still kill these Cat players. Could have been a flash that we talk about as the undoing of Vitality, but luckily enough, RPK and ZywOo, they make up for it. It's like, yeah, we team flashed you, we got rid of your kill potential, but we still delivered. Snappy, all alone, 1v4, down from the 1v5, and with very little room to maneuver. There's a flank in long, there's a player in mid, and there's the trade from Masuta.
Continue, how will it fare on Dust? Doto out long, taking the risk. No one wants to have that spawn when you're up against Vitality, and he knows Apex is here, but there's so many more players that are looking his way. RPK core, and now Apex is stuck in the molly. Doto doubles down with 1 point of health. They lose B, but the info is there. ZywOo does nade Doto out, trading it, and blink and you miss it. We're back into an equal situation.
Yeah, this B aggression has been so good for Vitality. Now it's ZywOo holding down the A site, his bread and butter, but Alu takes him in the head-to-head from Cat. And a 2-on-2 is given over, but this bomb has got to get across. This bomb has got to survive the journey, throwing over.
Oh, big.
Nice Spinks, strong throwing arm on this guy, and there he is, nailing the follow-up. Caught by the aggressive Shoxy, bringing it down to the 1v1. And maybe looking to reposition. We'll decide against it. Falling silent for a moment is Shox.
Great call.
Just waiting.
And Alu's in such a dangerous position, he can't stay here for too long. If Shox doesn't give him a kill, he'll start considering other options, but too early today. Alu's awake, he's had his coffee.
Alu taking the mid fight, in case you can't tell.
That's what that sounds like.
And they're already up long. ZywOo, making it exciting with the Deagle. And advantage taken. Scout pushed up close as well. Jump Scouts. Flying Scoutsman. Flying Scoutsman.jpg. There's the peak. Spinks waiting for the wrap. This is weird. They're in T-spawn. They're fighting in T-spawn. They're at the A site. They're jump scouting in the A site. Apex is running back in. Oh, and with the scout, nails the shot. Whoop, back up again, but this time taken out of the round. And now just Masuta left up in it. A 1v2. Not impossible, but not easy. And there's the first, but not the second. Denied by Doto. Ence running away with this game.
Been really good, don't get me wrong, but they go through spawn and Spinks is still waiting for it. Like, he's in spawn, getting that info, and 1 kill at a bare minimum. Goes out with a flash here after smoking the Molotov. He knew that they could have nade stacked him, but it won't net him much. And actually, Vitality finding the first. Can they keep it up? Flash could be good. Apex so blind, but they don't check the corner. Oh, it's their undoing. Apex dominating, 3 kills, and the bomb is loose as well. That's the round, surely. Diha 1 on 5. Precarious position to be in, and with the bomb mollied off as well.
Oh, they've seen him now as well. The info is there. The double swing in mid. Oh, Diha with the double, but 4 HP, now ready for the tunnels wrap. Was ready for the tunnels wrap, but now is likely going to get shot in the back, and that's a real shame.
And with no armor, it's a dangerous decision. Ence going quick, though. The fast smoke thrown over the site. Apex, they have no idea yet. They haven't seen him. The Deagle's rounding the corner, and the damage done. 1 HP. Alu finishes the job, hits both orb shots alongside Diha. Oh, dear. So it was the Deagle that did 99, and Alu that did 1. And now the problems in the pocket of Vitality. They've got to retake, a man down. They do have the weaponry and the utility for it, though, plus the kit. Molly can cut off Alu. He's got to be pushing forward or backing up and resetting. Snappy's picked up a player in spawn, and one by one, they start to fall. RPK needs to make him a hero play. He's moving up, but behind his smoke is Snappy. Zywu with the flick, it's just not happening. It's too little, it's too late, and it's too Deegs to hold on to the round. Zywu gets it, but he's got to run away, not being fed. And Ence win a force buy. No armor on Alu. Deegs on the rest of the gang. And there's nothing that Zywu can do about it. He can frag all he wants. It's 14-9. How do Ence do this? How do they steal these rounds out of nowhere? Misuta's alone at B. Re-aggression at long is misinformation as Alu is behind the boxes. That does not enable a long flank. They're going to try and do it. Alu could put the knife in the back right now. There's a spray. Oh, it's messy, but he gets the info, and now his team can elevate the pace to B. The bomb is alone. If Doto dies here, the round might fall apart, and D has so much to clear. Doto is playing well reserved. This is smart. Misuta thinks tunnels is clear now, and they found him out. They figured it out, and Snappy's got the kill to provide a walkway for Doto. The red carpet lined out into this B bomb site, and now Vitality, who can't even stop the bomb from crossing, have to consider, do we retake or do we save?
Yeah, you either save and give over 15, or you give this round everything you've got, and I mean everything, right? Nothing left in the tank, nothing left on standby if this retake doesn't pan out. The Molly is going to lock in a kill, you would imagine, but it's still a 1-for-1, and Zywu is deleted on the first peak. Ence might be about to secure themselves a route out of this group guarantee with the 2-0 victory. He gets all this information. The rest of his team are able to play on the back of it. And you were right to highlight Doto. Oh, Alu, stop it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
What could be the culmination of this BO3? A 2-0 for Ence, potentially. Vitality want to stop it in his tracks. Pushed up on Cat, no flash, fighting in the face. Doto waiting, and he's traded, but are they ready for Snappy on the corner? He's quick to trade that one out, and now it's all on Apex. 1-on-4, it's looking done, and they've done it. Ence, rather, finding the victory, 2-0. A huge upset. Vitality is favorite, sleeping at the wheel.